Corgolis was actually the original and was #1. I forget. Oh, I mean, way back when you could get a lot of ratings and just being natural. I just honest, all American, loved horses, good horses, fortunate, and men's. I didn't know that. That's my crystals. No, I don't have 3 of them. Those are my crystals. So yeah, I don't have 3. See, 1, 2, 3. No, those are my crystals. Anyway, I'm sorry that my beloved 2022 that it couldn't be you. I'm sorry it couldn't be you. Makes me sad that you sit by a hater and you don't even know it, or maybe you do. All these things we make up in our minds, and then in the twinkling of time, it's gone forever. And I have always had a challenge with this. And so even though, I'm asked to reach for the faith from where I came from, the faith of what civilian and we knew was good. And when my beloved friend got me to Switzerland, Italy, and France, I got to see real. I got to see Switzerland, go from Switzerland, Geneva, artists, badass, towns in between. Oh, I was so lucky to have a tour guide that I wanted to go to the stores with the normal people. Oh, we met nuns. It was incredible. But as you got closer to Germany, you saw more color. The Germans loved me in 1978 when I was at my International School of Studies. I paid my mom a cosign so I could go to Europe. I chose Europe over a guy that I would be a billionaire now. I don't even care how many millions he would have had first divorce. He found a virgin on the West Coast. Boy, he was pissed. Anyway, regardless, it wasn't that he wasn't nice to my mother. And a friend named Ken once said, well, everyone knows that a mother's important. No, they don't. No, they don't. And it is good. Another friend of mine looks for 1111, and he calls them fence posts. And I'm sorry, I want so much for my generation to share the colors of a generation that went from orange, a gross orange, a weird olive green, navy blue, black and white. And so I'm going to tell you, this white girl, I have a right to have a white channel. Fucking, I'm so sick of everyone wanting to be special due to their color. We're all colors. My blood can save y'all. But it is really fun to have a guy with you that helps you feel sexy. And I miss my friend who I said I could have marketed him. He always tried to market me. But a man's mind, y'all can go somewhere. It's just, I am like one of those movies. I saw one recently and the girl says, "You've never masturbated?" I go, "You gotta understand." And I rode a horse. No, you kept your legs together. And I was a singer, so presentation was a part of the confidence that you were given through your church, through whatever faith. And now I'm more Buddhist than I am that. Whatever you can't fit in a box. I just flooded my whole fucking tub. Doing a yin, power yin, so for around the world, we got to try to find every dirty towel as fast as possible. And my hair was dripping over. And this could be over your shoulder right now. That's the wildest part. You know how when people get guilty, they close off their hearts. Their heads get stuck. And it makes all this stuff get junked up. We need sex. We need good yin yang. Separate. Until you're 18, you really shouldn't have a right to choose. Hey, if I can go to war, but I can't vote, there's something wrong there. And then now you want to make my child, who's just innocent. There's an innocent time, and that's healthy in a growing time. It's healthy. It's healthy. And you took me, instead of super S, it was super K. You took me to an opening that I didn't get because I never gave birth through my vagina. I am virgin, goddess. I knew it before I knew what that meant. I knew it. I was like, why was I always so shy or very, am I picky? I had an amazing father, all that stupid stuff. After you get through the psychology bullshit. Nowadays, people don't even want to care. Well, I'll tell you, courtship is really nice and touching. And I really wish my Super K had decided to come and be a part of making some really awesome videos and going to the hot springs and teaching yin yang balance, yin yang. And the reality is wherever you are, take this idea and multiply. That was my dream. It always said 88 above, 88 within, 88 below. No idea about that other than sacred geometry. Someone do the math. That would be my son. A+. Popped out brains that smarter than a CPA father and I. That's pretty badass. But I fought every 6 months. I fought every 6 months for my son to have a good education because I knew he needed people even smarter than us. So know that your example. So like sometimes I make sure I have a cover up because, I don't want to let the kids see me smoking. Even if I smoke, it's okay. I don't want the guilt from the other bullshit. I used to jokingly say, oh, it's going to be illegal to pee in the woods. Oh, God. And on Janice's land. And thank God it went to Alec. Only Alec doesn't know a thing about our crumbly background. We built part of I-5. We had a 40-acre land and an airstrip in the back. Now, I popped out somewhere in there when everything the IRS got powerful. And back then, small businesses didn't have incorporations. That protection. It would cost too much. Or they didn't. A handshake was honorable still. And that's why the logging part of certain areas now got into because they put fires up. Any drone can take a fire into a certain spot and start something. But the wildfire, they stop the goats from going in and keeping the underbrush, like the French, the underbrush out in the 60s. The Forest Service was that far ahead. So they call them smartphones, but you have to replace them. And now they're more expensive than cars. Really. How naive are you? Because every little touch, don't forget Master Co. the Qigong monk, Qigong. When he did that, I'm going, that's lung one that cleans all your upper lymph nodes. Then do the not vowels, yeah. Not into soft tissue. Stay away from that because those injuries, bad things go to wherever there's been an injury. So toughen up and stand up, but not just shoulder backs, down. Soften your hips and knees. And like he said, walk more with your toes in touch. So I got these cute, badass shoes on that I haven't got to take out and play with. So I don't know if, you can tell, but they were so fucking badass. And, from some fancy lady in Napa Valley gave them away. And not gave them away. Damn, I paid good money for these. But good shoes, good leather shoes. And I have such cute feet. You could never get to see that. I have an adorable arch, even though I have a big ass foot. And I probably need to clean, But right now it's still cold, so I'm gonna have some nice pantyhose. See, people don't remember when we use things like this to stay warm. And now we throw it away, when in reality, we could actually be helping someone learn how to stay alive in America or whatever country you are watching this from. But, so that with the skirt on is very warm. I probably don't need this layer. So I might take this layer off. Yeah, I might take this layer off. I think so. Don't you think? Don't know. So, remember, some people need to roll their whole body. And we're not to... So therefore we are a part of the ocean. We are a part of the sky, the earth. We will go back to the earth. So this body is the earth. But our mind can choose heaven. Choose right from wrong. Our mind, but our habits and our bodies lust. Lust is wonderful. Lust is like, wow. But you've got to anticipate. You've got to care for it. And I really don't know what I'm going to do. I really wanted it to be you. But, you're wasting time hanging out with haters. You're wasting time gossiping. So many people, I do. There but for the grace of God go I. What is it? You know, what is it? It feels so good. What is it? Yeah. Anticipation. Little steps and gratitudes. The little things we do for each other. Non-judgmental. Give someone a hug today. A hug. Don't be afraid to hug them. I helped someone last night after a huge healing and whatnot. And, there but for the grace of God go I in every name. And I want you to know that I appreciate you. And I wish I could take the rest of this off. But I'm supposed to wear orange. So I've got my orange on. Following orders. There's my, so got my support on. And now let's go have some fun. Yeah, fun. It's more fun shared when it's someone that is honest. I mean, honest to me is such a freaking turn on. So was fucking a stud. I felt good. I wanted more. It made me a little nuts, sorry. But I am a lot to hang on to. I need an independent person. But that someone that is kind and compassionate and can anticipate and help would be there. Old-fashioned USA.